Let's roll. Let's rock. Come on. Okay.
And then you close it. Exit out.
Let's roll. Let's rock. Come on. Now
It's closed.
Yeah, but I'm still
Okay. And then you hit participant.
okay.
Okay.
Oh, booking is waiting, so go ahead and invite.
Oh, you admit to meeting.
Oh, wait a minute. Where is the admit? Wait a minute. Where is it?
Right next to it. There you go.
All right. So, all right. Can you hear me? Are you there? Wait. I'm not.
Yes.
Do you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now, baby. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Well, I'm ready, and I don't know who you want to do first because I got a whole pile of them over here.
Whoever you want to do first.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's do Jason Edward Heisler. I don't have very many on him.
Okay, can I have holding Judge?
Okay. You're Jason Heisler?
Correct.
Huh?
Correct.
All right. Hold on a second. Okay, so let's see here. I'm Judge Bodden. I've got you here. Possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 2, under 1 gram, which is a felony. I also have you here for possession of marijuana over 4 ounces and under 5 pounds. That's also a felony.
I'm surprised it was over 4 ounces, but.
Well, it was over 4 ounces and under 5 pounds. Okay,
Sure.
so what I'm gonna read you your rights and I'm gonna set bond on you. If you can post your bond, you'll be released. If not, I'm not real sure how long you have to stay before they get a PR bond. Okay, so these rights are gonna apply to both charges. You have the right to hire an attorney and have him or her to represent you prior to and during any interviews and questionings by peace officers or attorneys that represent the state. If you are too poor to afford an attorney, you have the right to request the appointment of an attorney. And you may have recent time and opportunity to consult an attorney if you so desire. You have the right to remain silent. You're not required to make a statement, but any statement you make can and may be used against you in court. And if you decide to talk, you can stop at any time. You also have the right to be advised of the procedures to request a court-appointed attorney. An application needs to be completed to determine if you qualify. The clerk will assist you in filling it out. The affidavit needs to be signed. The affidavit is a printed declaration or statement of facts. Excuse me. You must qualify for a court-appointed attorney. If you meet the indigent standard, which is no job, no money, then you might qualify. Okay, kiddo, let's see here. The possession of a controlled substance, that bond is $10,000. And the bond for the marijuana over 4 ounces and under 5 pounds is 20. So you got $30,000 worth of bonds to post. Do you have any questions for me?
That's a lot of money for me. I'm gotta get back to Minnesota. I'm the trustee in a wrongful death case for the family.
You can apply for a court-appointed attorney and have that court-appointed attorney petition the district court for a bond reduction hearing, but those bonds are going to stay just like they are, $30,000. Okay, all right, you're done. They're going to put you back. I've got some papers I'll be emailing over for you to look over here just shortly.
Okay, I'm sure my family will bond me out right away. They need,
all right.
So
all right.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Who's the next one, Judge?
Edward Payne.
Edward Payne?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mr. Payne?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm Judge Bodden. I've got you here driving while intoxicated, second offense. I'm going to read you your rights and set bond on you.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
have the right to hire an attorney and have him or her to represent you prior to and during any interviews and questionings by peace officers or attorneys that represent the state. If you are too poor to afford an attorney, you have the right to request the appointment of an attorney, and you may have reasonable time and opportunity to consult your own attorney if you so desire. You have the right to remain silent. You're not required to make a statement. Any statement you make can and may be used against you in court, and if you decide to talk, you can stop at any time. You also have the right to be advised of the procedures for requesting a court-appointed attorney. An application needs to be completed to determine if you qualify. Clerk will assist you in filling it out. The affidavit needs to be signed. The affidavit is a written or printed declaration or statement of facts made voluntarily and confirmed by oath. You must qualify for a court-appointed attorney. If you meet the indigent standard, you should qualify, and your bond is $8,000. Mr. Payne, do you have any questions for me?
No, ma'am.
Okay, all right, then we'll be sending you some paper your way to look over and sign here in just a little bit when I get through with everybody, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too.
Take a seat.
Okay, so let me see. How about, okay. How about Jacob Moran?
I'm holding 3, please.
Thank you, Sergeant.
Okay, you're Mr. Moran?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Moran, I'm Judge Bodden. I've got you here. This is a nice eye on possession of a controlled substance penalty group 1. So I'm going to read your rights. I'm going to set bond on you. You have the right to hire an attorney and have him or her to represent you prior to and during interviews and questionings by peace officers or attorneys that represent the state. If you are too poor to afford an attorney, you have the right to request the appointment of an attorney, and you may have reasonable time and opportunity to consult your own attorney if you so desire. You have the right to remain silent. You're not required to make a statement, but any statement you make can and may be used against you in court. You have the right to apply for a court-appointed attorney. An application needs to be completed to determine if you qualify. Clerk will assist you in filling it out. The affidavit needs to be signed. The affidavit is a written or printed declaration or statement of facts made voluntarily. You must qualify for a court-appointed attorney. If you meet the indigent standard, no job, no money, you should qualify. It looks like your bond is $120,000.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
I believe it was set because I've failure to appear, but
Right.
that day I was in court in San Antonio, and I was driving to court over here as soon as the court ended over here, and I called, and my attorney's sister answered and said that it was about 11:30. I was already in Poteet. He told me, don't even worry about it. They've already issued a warrant for you. Just turn around and go home. And
Okay.
it's because I was in court that day in San Antonio, and I do have documentation showing that I was in court in San.
When you go to court over here, then you need to take that with you. But unfortunately, I can't trump the district court's ace and lower your bond. So your bond is going to be $20,000, $120,000 then. Yeah.
There's no way it can be lowered, ma'am.
Well, you can petition you can get an attorney and petition the district court for a bond reduction hearing. But I'm going to be honest with you. I doubt very seriously if they would lower it. But you certainly can always do that. If you have an attorney, have your attorney petition the district court for a bond reduction hearing.
Ms. Bodden, one more question. Why is it set so high? I mean, it's a misdemeanor.
I didn't set this bond. This bond was set by the district judge. I had nothing to do with it. I just happened to be the judge that catches the mag this morning. So I don't have a clue why they made this so high. If I knew, I would tell you, but I don't know.
And you don't have the power to lower it for me or at all?
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's what your hand's supposed to get out of, which is $12,000 or something like that. Yeah. But you can call the bonding company if you can work with them. Yeah.
A bonding company, what was it? A bonding company?
You can call a bonding company and see if they'll work with you. That's how they make their money.
Okay, well, I appreciate it, ma'am.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
So how about Evan Bella?
Holding 3, please. What's the next person, Judge?
Bella, Bella.
Ella?
Uh-huh. Okay, Mr. Bella?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm Judge Bodden. I'm trying to make sure I've got all your paperwork here in order.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to make sure I got everything. I don't want you to have to, I don't want to have to come back and mag you again for something that happened to slip by. But nope, I think I got it. Okay, so it looks like I've got you here for delivery of marijuana over 4 ounces under 5 pounds. Also, assault causing bodily injury, family member. And then also, so that's 2. The third charge is going to be delivery of a controlled substance, penalty group 2, over 4 grams and under 400 grams. Okay, I think that's it. Let's just make sure that we don't have another one lurking around here somewhere.
May I ask a question about one of the charges?
When I'm through reading you your rights, you can ask me any question you want to, and I'll do my best to answer. But I'm gonna read you your rights first, and then you can ask me the questions. So. You have the right to, hold on a second, let me get my paperwork. You have the right to hire an attorney and have him or her to represent you prior to and during any interviews and questionings by peace officers or attorneys that represent the state. If you are too poor to afford an attorney, you have the right to request the appointment of an attorney, and you may have reasonable time and opportunity to consult your own attorney if you so desire. You have the right to remain silent. You're not required to make a statement. Any statement you make can and may be used against you in court, and if you decide to talk, you can stop at any time. You also have the right to be advised of the procedures for requesting a court-appointed attorney. An application needs to be completed to determine if you qualify. The clerk will assist you in filling it out. The affidavit needs to be signed. The affidavit is a written or printed declaration or statement of facts made voluntarily, confirmed by oath. You must qualify for court-appointed attorney. If you meet the indigent standards, you should qualify. Okay, what question did you want to ask me?
The second one of the family assault, it was with my stepdad whenever we had a little altercation, but he said he wasn't gonna push charges on that.
I don't know necessarily that he pressed the charges. It might have been the officer that pressed the charges.
Because the officer said I had a little mark right here on my head, but that wasn't even from like my could even back that up for me that it wasn't even from.
Well, I'm thinking that probably from what I can see here, the officer was the one that signed the complaint. It wasn't your stepdad that signed the complaint. And the officer has the right to prefer charges in a case like that. But in any event, let's get to your bonds here. Okay, so on the marijuana, it's $20,000. On the assault, it's $10,000. And let's get over, and there's also a 4-hour hold on that one after you post bond in any family violence case. And then the $40,000 on the controlled substance penalty group 2. So you've got 40, 50, 60, you got $70,000 worth of bonds here. Mr. Vella, do you have any more questions other than what you've already asked me?
No, ma'am. So I could call someone right now to come buy me out.
Excuse me?
So I could call someone right now to come buy me out.
Yes, you should. Well, yes. Now they can bail you out. But let's say, okay, it's 120. Let's say they bail you out right now. Because of that family violence charge, they're going to hold you 4 hours. So 120, 220, 320, 420. It'll be 520 before you get out. But yes,
right.
the sooner you make your bond, the sooner you can get out.
I had a question too about my car. They had said the only towing company over there in Poteet, the Shalimar area, that they you'll talk to me about that? Yeah. All right, then I have no more questions. Thank you.
All right. Okay. Thank you.
Text one.
Okay. All right. Okay. How about Andrew Gomez?
You said Gomez?
Uh-huh.
Can you get Gomez from detox?
Do you see why it took me so long to get all this stuff magged?
Because of all these people and their charges.
Yes, honey. Uh-huh.
Gomez. We got only 2 left. I'm just keeping track, making sure.
Yes, I know. I'm keeping track on my desk as well.
Is price on it? I'll use him for a minute. Just take a seat on this white chair.
Okay. You Mr. Gomez?
Oh, yes, yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Gomez, I'm Judge Bodden. Now, I have you on, I just counted them up. I think it's, let me see, one, this is burglary of a vehicle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 counts of burglary of a vehicle, 1 count burglary of a habitation. So what I'm going to do, Mr. Gomez, is I'm going to read you your rights and they're going to apply to each charge. And then we'll talk about your bond. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So you have the right to hire an attorney and have him or her to represent you prior to and during any interviews and questionings by peace officers or attorneys that represent the state. If you are too poor to afford an attorney, you have the right to request the appointment of an attorney, and you may have reason to have an opportunity to consult your own attorney if you so desire. You're not required to make a statement, and any statement you make can be used against your court. And if you decide to talk, you can stop at any time. You also have the right to be advised of the procedures to request a court-appointed attorney. The application needs to be completed to determine if you qualify. Clerk or myself will assist you in filling it out. The affidavit needs to be signed. The affidavit is a written or printed declaration or statement of facts made voluntarily, confirmed by oath. You must qualify for a court-appointed attorney. If you meet the indigent standard, no job, no money, you should qualify. Okay, so you've got 20,000 on each of the burglary of a vehicle. So that's 20, 40. Let me see, 20, 40, that's 60. That's 80. That's 100. That's 120, 140, and 160. And then 30 for the burglary rehabilitation. That's $190,000 worth of bonds. Mr. Gomez, do you have any questions for me this afternoon?
I don't know I don't know how to answer this. I've never been in trouble like this. So I don't know. It's kind of hard to.
But what you probably need to do is, if I were you, I'd be talking to a bonding company about trying to get myself out, have a bonding company get you out.
What's okay, yeah. Yeah.
Or if you're not going to post your bond, you might want to apply for a court-appointed attorney. You might want to do that. And they'll let you fill out the work over there. They'll help you over there. Fill out the work for that one, for that over there. So
whatever I have to do, I don't know what to do.
well, if you don't think you're going to get out, then ask them and they'll help you fill out the paperwork for a court-appointed attorney. And that might be a place for you to start. Mhm. Okay. All right, then. Okay. I think he's done. We're done.
All right.
Gonna get the holding 30.
What we want.
Okay. We've got,
Where's he at? Over here? Okay.
yeah, we've got Fernandez left.
Fernandez?
Yes. Uh-huh. I missed that one. I damn sure did. Sure that
If you come in this way, stop right there. Hey, sir, stop right there.
Was this Fernandez? Oh, okay. All right.
here. Okay, Mr. Fernandez, I'm Judge Bodden. Let me see what we got here. 1, 2, 3. I've got you here on account. I've got you here on 1 count of burglary of habitation. And let me change this. It might be the same. Okay, burglary of habitation, and then I've got you here on, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 counts of burglary of a vehicle. I'm gonna read your rights, then we're gonna set a bond on you. You have the right to hire an attorney and have him or her represent you prior to and during any interview questionings by peace officers or attorneys that represent the state. If you are to court to report an attorney, you have the right to request the appointment of an attorney, and you may have reasonable time and opportunity to consult your own attorney if you so desire. You have the right to remain silent. You're not required to make a statement. Any statement you make can be report. You also have the right to apply for a court-appointed attorney. An application needs to be if you qualify. Clerk will assist you filling it out. The affidavit needs to be signed. The affidavit is a written or printed declaration or statement of facts made voluntarily, confirmed by oath. You must qualify for a court-appointed attorney. If you meet the standards, you should qualify. Okay, let's go over this one at a time because it's a lot of money here. Okay, so burglary of habitation, 20,000 on each one. So that's 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140,000 on the burglary of vehicles, and then 30,000 on the burglary of a hab. So that makes it about 170, I believe. Do you have any questions for me this afternoon?
No.
No?
No.
Okay, all right, thank you then, thank you. Okay, he's ready to go back.
You want to apply for an attorney? Do you want to apply for an attorney?
All right, so I think we're done now, right?
That's it, Judge Bodden?
Okay, kids, okay, I'll see y'all tomorrow.
All righty, thank you.
Bye-bye.